Dun 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 dun. JoshCast. Dun 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 dun. Oh, I think this opening music is at a lower key. Dun 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 dun. Oh, it's a bit more ominous than the one before. Dun 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 dun. JoshCast. Dun 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 dun. JoshCast. Dun 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 dun. JoshCast, no, now it's one active higher. Dun 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 dun. JoshCast, dun 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 dun. All right. Let's see. This is the first week I'm looking forward to doing this podcast, and it was. I think the realization is that I just need to just talk. That's what I need to do, and then that way. We'll go from no listeners to no listeners, but still, I will be, I guess, more real, and that's what I'm trying to go for. I was just listening to the alt rock classic rock. I always had this. I didn't listen to rock music growing up, and I think I developed this kind of snotty attitude towards it. Well, it's not. It's not. It's not as high level as the soundtrack to The Mask of Zorro. That's what I said to myself. So, but I've been lately listening to the alt station on the radio, and I don't like being a snob with any musical form. I think if someone thinks it's music, then it's music, and if I like it, great. If I don't, that's great too. It always bothered me that people who kind of dismiss rap music when I don't agree with that, because I think rap, I think rap music is music, especially because I studied Shakespeare in college, and I think there's a lot of similarities between Shakespeare and rap that shouldn't be ignored, and that always bothers me. Oh, the kids and their rap music. Oh, these kids and their rap music. It's just, it's not right. All the cursing. Well, that's life. Life involves cursing. There are a lot of curse-worthy things that are going on in the world. Or cussing, if you want to go there. So I feel... because I wanted to sit down and I was about to make fun of alternative music, and now the problem is that I was all set to do that, and now I feel guilty about making fun of alternative music because I don't want to put it down. But by the same token, I have noticed that a lot of alternative rock that I've been listening to is a guy is just broken up with his girlfriend and he's sad, but it's an up-tempo sadness, and that's what I like. I'm sad and I'm sad and I'm sad and my girlfriend's sleeping with everyone else. I'm sad and I'm sad and I'm sad and I'm sad. Everyone's sleeping with everyone else. Yeah. That's what it feels like. I don't know. But now I feel guilty about that because, these guys put a lot of effort into those songs. And I don't know. I wonder if, and I imagine they really did go through those breakups in order to write about it, unless there was a guy who was, fell in love with his love at first sight with his first love back when he was 14, and they're still together and they're happy and there's no sadness, but he's really able to somehow channel the sadness into a song. That could be a possibility. I'm not entirely sure. Transition. So I'm sitting in my room this morning trying to figure out why I'm not a star. That's how I spend my mornings. I get up and I go, why? What am I not doing? What haven't I figured out yet? What is it? Is it the writing? Is it the acting? Is it how I'm performing? It could be all of those things. And I guess I could just keep thinking that I'm not really being, I haven't found those jokes or the act that is just so amazing, that, people cannot help but give me the Mark Twain Prize. That's what I keep thinking. And I don't know if maybe that's true, maybe that's not true. I don't know. But it does seem like the more emotionally available I get, people seem to respond to that better. So that's where I'm going. And I, you know what? Here's the other thing. Yes, I've been in denial about this a long time. I really am lonely. I really would like to be in a relationship with someone. I would like to do that. I just don't want to take all of the steps that it would take to get to that place. Step one, I think, would be cleaning my room, and step two would be going out of my room. And those are big. Those are steps that I really don't want to go through right now. But I and then I think there are all these. I'm terrified of all of these things that could happen in a relationship, but I don't know. They're ways of keeping me from not having one. I think the big thing though is time. I mean, I want to be. If I'm getting up doing open mics every week, every night, then how am I going to make time to be with someone? So ideally, the person I'm looking for, here's the perfect relationship, is someone who is attracted to me and who wants to be with me in very small doses. And when I say that, that actually might be the best way to do it. I'm like a fine wine. You don't guzzle me. You taste me in small doses. Or maybe I'm like a really crappy wine where you don't want to guzzle me because that's just too much. But at the same time, when you need a hit of something, and you don't have the Dom Perignon, you whip out a Casa de Snyder and have some of that. That could be. I think the problem is that I spent my whole life performing. I gotta perform, gotta get up on the stage, gotta perform. Then I have no idea who I am underneath the quote-unquote performer. Vaguely, I think it's someone who thinks that we should all get along, and we should all set aside our religious and our socioeconomic differences and our racial differences and come together as a unified society. That's who I am underneath. Do I want to actually... I just want to be able to do that without paying for it a lot. If it could be done on a budget, that would be my preference. Transition. I'm struggling with a joke about my mother. And what I tried doing yesterday was I tried literally writing 100 punchlines to the joke. Getting to the point, I still don't have a punchline. I came up with another another joke, but not a punchline to this particular joke. And this is the thing. This is what frustrates me more than anything. Because what's so frustrating is that I just feel like, why I want to be the guy who can sit down and write the jokes without thinking about them. Just write them without the struggle. And I'm terrified. Terrified. That's a horror-themed fast food restaurant. Terrified. You keep that, internet. I'm terrified that if the jokes don't come quickly when I write them, what if it just means I'm not that good? That's what my mind starts doing. This is what I obsess about more than anything, more than relationships, more than anything else, is being perfect. And and I'm probably obsessing about being perfect so that if when I am perfect, then the relationship will flow. Then I will, everything will work. Which is probably another false thinking. So I am creating this universe of insanity and living in it, and that's the human race for you. I just want to. I just want to be well regarded as a comedian. And famous, but not infamous. That's what I keep coming to. Who could be? Well, yes, that is what I want. least that's what I think I want. Then I might get it, and then I find I don't want that, and maybe what I want is to meditate next to a cactus and achieve enlightenment, and then I'll be, one way or another in 300 years I'm going to be dead, theoretically. Or I'll be absorbed into a computer somewhere, and I'll be on a server, and you'll have to access me, and you'll probably have to restart the computer 1 or 2 times because my essence is not going to jive with Windows, and there'll be some server conflicts. And then I don't know why you would access me. I don't know what program I would serve other than maybe an exercise, run the ego program. Run the ego program so that, maybe you need to make a decision and you want to run a computer program that analyzes all the ways that it could go wrong, to the point where you are paralyzed into not making a decision. That's my program. That is the program I would be. It would be the neurotic version of Cortana, basically. This is the end of the podcast, the end of the podcast, and the children sing and the children play. This is the end of the podcast.